Welcome back to my 30-day series, SQL in 30, where I'm giving you one SQL lesson per day for 30 days. Today is day 9, so we're going over the aggregate function count. So a lot of aggregate functions in SQL work just like they do in Excel. So if you're already familiar with the count formula in Excel, it's going to look very similar in SQL.
So the count function counts the number of rows in my query. So let's say we want to count how many customers we have in the customers table. I'm going to start with select because I want to retrieve something from the database. Now I'm going to use my aggregate function count. In parentheses, I need to indicate the columns that I want to count the rows for. So I could say that I want to count the customer ID column. But what if there's a null value in the customer ID column? What if there's an error and a customer didn't get assigned a customer ID? I would still want to count that customer. So instead of counting customer IDs or any other column, I'm going to use an asterisk. What this means is that we're counting every row no matter what's in it. This will ensure that we count every single customer in this table. Now I'm just going to finish out the rest of my query. And when I run this code, I get 5, the number of rows in my table. If you don't like that this column is named count asterisk, you can rename it by setting an alias for it. So coming back up to my code, I'm going to indicate that I want this count asterisk to be named something else. So I'm going to say as, indicating that I'm renaming the column, and choose what I want the column to be named. I'll just say total customers. And when I run this code, this new column that I created, the count of all of my rows, is now named total customers. All right, so I have a challenge for you. What if you wanted to count how many customers you have in the UK? What code would you need to get that value? Leave your answer in the comments and I'll let you know if you got it right. Tomorrow we'll be going over the sum and average aggregate functions, so make sure to follow so you don't miss it.